on SDGs and International Student Series, Episode 1, Goal Setting and Growth Mindset for the Students. First of all, I would like to say Happy New Year to all of you. May this New Year brings you love, peace, joy, and happiness. And for this year, the After Class Talk will present two main topics on SDGs and International Student Series program, inviting international students, professional and academics to deliver a sharing session in any fields of interest and related to any of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And in this episode, there will be a sharing session from the professional and international students on how to set your goal and grow your mindset. All right, so my name is Novi Susanti and I'm the moderator for today's agenda. Thank you for joining us today, and I would like to welcome our distinguished guest, the Director of Strategic Partnership and International Office, Ibu Lia Yuldinawati STMM, and the Manager of International Office, Ibu Indah Fajarwati, Assistant Manager. Okay, good afternoon, Ibu Indah.
Hello, good afternoon.
All right, so the Assistant Manager of International Mobility, Ibu Lia Marlia.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
All right, so the Assistant Manager of International Services, Ibu Mefti Septiani. So good afternoon, Ibu Mefti.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
All right, and also our speakers, Ibu Rezki Ashriyana Sulistiobudi, MPSI, psychologist.
Hello.
Hello, Ibu. All right, and the second speaker, international students from Madagascar, Ando Fanaja Rastara. Good afternoon, Ando, or we call her Rastara. All right. And also, I would like to welcome all international students and also our students from Indonesia. So hello, everyone, and welcome to the After Class Talk first episode. All right, so I would like to know, are you there, everyone? So please wave your virtual hand using the clap icon in the reaction feature, so we know that you are here with us. All right. Okay, thank you everyone. And now I would like to tell you the basic rule for this event. All right, we're still waiting for the image. Okay, so here is the basic rule for today's agenda. Number one, all participants should turn on the camera during the event. Number two, all participants should turn off the microphone during the speaker's presentation and may turn on the microphone during open discussion session. And number three, during the open discussion, all participants can ask questions to the guest speakers or to other participants. And number four, for those who want to ask questions directly to the guest speakers or to other participants, kindly use thumbs up icon on the reaction feature. And number five, the participants can drop the questions on the chat feature as well. And the last one, there will be a door prize during the event. So participants, we are invited you to actively involved in the agenda for today's agenda. All right. Okay. So during this event, we will also give you 3 door prizes to the winner who joined the event. The first door prize is for the Kahoot Games, the winner for the Kahoot Games. And the second is the door prize for the winner who sent the best questions to the speaker on the chat box. And the last door prize is for the winner who can share about the topic. Okay, so let's move to the first presentation session, number one. So we would like to invite our guest speaker for today, Ibu Rezki Ashriyana Sulistiobudi, MPSI Psychologist. Okay, but before, let me read her brief profile. Ibu Rezki Ashriyana Sulistiobudi, MPSI Psychologist, is a psychologist, lecturer, and researcher at the Faculty of Psychology, Pajajaran University. She is also an expert consultant in industrial and organizational psychology, management, and HR development. And her expertise are in employability, consumer behavior, and employee working behavior. All right, so without further ado, please welcome Ibu Rezki.
Okay, thank you Ibu Novi. Hello everybody, good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so happy to be here again. Actually, I think it's been 3 times for this semester. I share for Telkom University, but in different major. And I'm glad thank you for having me today, and hope we can share something that will relate to our life, to your roles as a student, and for the next work, career, etc. Okay, I will share. Okay, yeah. Okay, today we will talk about goal setting and student growth. Maybe it's a familiar concept for you all, okay? But we will learn how to set the goal, what's the important for our life, and do I have to be growth, and do I have to set our goal? What's the important for a student, yeah? And firstly, I want to ask you all, maybe you can open the mic when you want to share your opinion. What do you think about goal and growth? What the first impression or the first word when you think about goals and growth? Anyone? It's such a warming up, right? So I think in this glow, gloomy, it's a little bit cold. You have to be you have to be much speak up. Okay, anyone? Okay. Yeah, maybe you can put your answer or your opinion on chat. Yeah. And for beginning, I want to share about one impressive quote. At least for me, it is the one impressive quote. The tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching for your goal, but the tragedy lies in having no goals to reach. So the point is having a goals. Uh, because life is unconditional and everyone have a needs, so we have to be survived. We have to be survived. We have to be satisfy our needs. Then we can think about the step that we have to do. So we have a goal in our life. From the biological perspective, we think that the goal will make us survive. In yes, when you see lesson today, listen to our discussion today. Sorry. You have, I think you have
Sorry,
various
hold,
different
Rezki.
goals. Yeah.
Rezki, I beg your pardon. Could you please zoom the, what is it, the slide?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Ah,
Okay.
all
Is
right.
that
Thank
good?
you very much. Yes, it is clear.
Yeah. Yeah. I think when you see it here and look in your screen, I think you must be have some goal. Yeah? Or for somebody, maybe look for something new, new knowledge, or somebody just avoid the absence because maybe it's important or relate to your grade. I don't know. Yeah? But the important thing is we do something because we are motivated by one factor, two factors, or some factors, either internal or external factors. Okay. So all of us always have a internal factors or internal or external factors that motivate us. Okay, before we go any further, maybe I will play a trailer movie for you. Is that sounds on or not?
No,
No,
there's
yeah,
no
okay.
sound and no video at all.
Okay, I think I have to stop first. You can find this film on Netflix, okay? But
Christy, look at me. I want you to remember something, because a lot of times people get nice things and they start to think differently. We got here from hard work, patience, and humility. So I want to tell you, don't ever think that the world owes you anything, because it doesn't. The world doesn't owe you a thing. I was valedictorian in high school. I got into a fancy college. I stayed here because my parents are getting divorced.
You know what you are, Terry? You're like a gas leak. We don't see you, we don't smell you, but you're silently killing us all.
Maybe your dreams are all hope for now.
That's a nice way of putting it.
You're so beautiful. You could have married anybody. You could have married a doctor, a lawyer, a nice man, instead of this. I don't even know what to call this guy.
Are you seriously talking about this right now?
I believe the ordinary meets the extraordinary every single day.
I have real ambitions and real ideas.
We're making an invention, and it's very serious.
Joy's never run a business in her entire life.
It's my fault. I gave her the confidence to think she was more than just an unemployed housewife.
I don't want to end up like my family. I have to do things myself once and for all.
Okay, Godspeed, good luck, here we go.
As you grow up and come into the world that has all sorts of things in it. Money, crime, betrayal.
And there is a gun on the table.
I want my life to be.
The only other person in the room is an adversary in commerce. Only one of you can prevail. Do you pick up the gun, Joy?
I pick up the gun. Listen to me. Never speak on my behalf about my business again.
To love somebody, the way I love you.
Okay. Anyone ever watched the film?
It's Joy.
Yeah. Yeah. Ibu Lia, it's Joy. I think it's so inspiring film. And also the Bradley Cooper, how handsome. Yeah, Joy. This is the true story. Yeah? Joy is film adapted from the true story. Maybe you can, if you, okay, you can find the story about Joy and the Joy as a person, or the movie itself from this link. I put it the link for you. Yeah, Joy is film adapted from true story. Joy Mangano, and she was invent the mop, hanger, and other home stuff, little home stuff, but help us so much today. Yeah? In the beginning, she was poor, living in the middle of maybe a family, bad husband, but she has a dream. She has a will, and she wants to find her passion. Um, they like to create something unique, invent something new. Uh, it reflects the effort, the grit, goals, and teach us so many things about the struggling in for a better life. Then the point is growth. Um, I think you better watch the film. I won't be spoiler too much for this film because and it's so interesting film. So you can, after this class, you can open the Netflix and watch the film. Okay. Okay. Let's move to tree. Why I put the tree picture here? Because I think the tree is one of special living thing for our life. Even in psychology, we learn so many things, philosophy of tree, and we learn about graphology, or anyone who ever took a psychological test, maybe. Did you requested to draw a tree by the psychologist or by the tester of your test? Yeah, why we think that that's important? Anyone? You can drop your answer on the chat, right? So we can make our discussion interactive. Okay. In one psychological perspective, tree is a symbol of growing human. It has a root, branches, leaf, stem, and it will represent the response, the human response to the external stimuli, and it reflects how we develop as an individual, as a human being, respond to our environment, keep grow from the seeds until a big tree, and the tree is grown. Why we are not? So as a human, we have to growing to continue to grow as a main purpose to our life as a human being. And actually, it will need a separate talk show to talk about the graphology of tree, but yeah, we can continue. The point is, we have to take forever to grow up. We take our own speed because our life domain, our life task is never ending. We have so many task development for our life in every stage of life. Okay. When you finish your study, you will ask about you will ask from maybe your parents will ask you about your work, about your career advancement, or think about the job, about salary, about your development as a people. And after you get the job, there will be another question for you because we are not never stop grow and we never stop develop in our life. And it will never end until we die, trust me. Uh, and sometimes it will becomes very stressful stressful condition when we get to another stage from one another stage. Yeah, this is very stressful because our demand for in our life, in our social, is going higher and higher. Then at some stage of life, you will be asked to yourself, and what I've achieved for 30 years, 30 years of life, or 25 years of life, or 40 years of life. You will get the question that what I've been doing for several years. What do you get? What dream of? And then am I satisfied with my life? And another question that makes us think about what the purpose of life for us. And so many previous studies state that people will evaluate their life at 40 or 50, I think, 50 years old. And it will determine the feeling of happiness. It will determine that you feel happy, sad, or even despair for your entire life, for your past life. Then that's the importance of having a goal and keep growing. Even start from you as a student, of course, because this is the first line to continue and to start your career after you finish your education. Okay. Next. Okay. Okay. Then we will do some exercise for you to find out what kind of needs that you have, what kind of needs behind you, and please read the instruction. Okay, you can get a piece of paper and put your answer on your paper. I will read it for you. It's to find out what motivates you, okay? Circle the number the most closely agree with how you feel, and consider your answer in the context of your current roles, as a student, of course, not a job. Okay. You can select one of this choice. First, there are 15 statements. Okay, I hope everybody will assess their self. First, I try very hard to improve on my past performance at work. Does anybody get a piece of paper and a pencil, of course?
Everyone, please prepare the pencil and paper to join the, let's say, some exercise or evaluation sheet.
And I think we will share about this exercise after we complete all the statements.
Or if you don't have a paper or pencil on your own now, maybe you can use your mobile phone.
Yeah.
In notes, let's say.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. I think 5 minutes, it's longer, but okay. Second statement, I enjoy competition and winning. If you feel it so you can select the 5, strongly agree. Number 3, I often find myself taking to those around me about non-work matters. Number 4, I enjoy a difficult challenge. Number 5, I enjoy being in charge. Number 6, I want to be liked by others. Number 7, I want to know how I'm progressing as I complete tasks. Number 8, I confront people who do things I disagree with. Number 9, I tend to build close relationship with coworkers. Number 10, I enjoy setting and achieving realistic goals. Number 11, I enjoy influencing other people to get my way. 12, I enjoy belonging to groups and organizations. 13, I enjoy the satisfaction of completing a difficult task. 14, I often work to gain more control over the events around me, in the context of you as a student, of course. I enjoy working with others more than working alone. Okay, have you done it?
So everyone, have you done the evaluation? Okay, some say that.
Yeah, great. You can put your answer on the chat. Okay, done, good. Okay, we will move to how to score your answer. Okay, you can check your statement. To determine your dominant needs and what motivates you, place the number 1 through 5 that represent your score for each statement. Achievement for statement number 1, 4, 7, 10, and 13. Power for statement number 2, 5, 8, 11, and 14. For affiliation, the statement number 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. And you have to add up for each column. And you will find which the column that have the highest score. The highest score tells your dominant need. When you finish to calculate, please write which one are the needs that have the highest score for you on the column chat. Power, achievement, good, affiliation. Okay, interesting. Three different people, three different need. Power, yeah. Affiliation, achievement, achievement. Okay. Okay, between achievement and affiliation, good. It's okay. Achievement and affiliation. Power. You know that everybody have combination for those three needs. So maybe when you get draw for two dominant needs, it's okay. That's reflect who you are. Okay. Okay, can you share maybe about your self-short assessment for today? How you define the achievement, how you define the power, or how you define the affiliation for yourself, as long as you know about this word. Anyone? Just open your mic.
Anyone? Do you want to share? Tima? Hello, Tima. Do you want to share your opinion? Yeah, Tima? Hello? Yeah. Please share your opinion, Tima. What is achievement, power of, or affiliation, or maybe your dominant score?
Yeah, affiliation perhaps by that I could present based on the what motivates me more being with society or making like example with organization or connecting with all association like to make to get more results. I will be like more relationship to like things with other things like especially trade and like making things like cooperating with people like that.
What's your dominant needs, Hikmah?
Yeah, perhaps like more relationship if I'm like uniting with more people, so it affects more because like working organization it affects more like being individual or forward. It's better if you want to like going far. It's better like with because yeah, there is like a quartz if you want to go far, go with someone. If you want to go far, like, go alone. That's why yes, relation more effective.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Hima. It's reflect the affiliation needs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Anyone? Anyone else?
Come on, everyone. Indonesian students.
Novi Susanti?
Mine. That is me.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Maybe we can ask Chika Aditya. Hello, Chika.
Chika, who are you? Where are you, Chika?
Hello, Chika.
Chika?
Okay.
Alicia. Is she from Indonesia or?
I guess yes. Alisa is Indonesian student.
Alicia? Okay. Okay, there's one question from Kadik. Can I ask what is the differences between power and achievement? Okay, this is we have to talk later. Share screen again. Okay, thank you for the sharing. Several of you, of course, familiar with these needs, and I think that you know well about this need, but it's just for remind you. Achievement. People who has the highest score for achievement usually are to excel, to accomplish in relation to a set of standards, and it can be found in individuals who seek a success and to struggle to achieve a success. And power. This is desire to influence other individuals' behavior as your risk. In other words, it is the desire to have control over others and to be influential. The keywords is control over others or to be influential. And when you need, when you have this need, and it reflects how you will be satisfied when you controlling others, when you success to persuade others and to make another people follow your direction. I think the leader has to be more dominant on this kind of need. Yeah. And the next is affiliation. I'm sorry. Okay, the next, I'm sorry. The next is affiliation need. This is when you need to socialize with others, seek for deep interpersonal relationship, and need for open and sociable interpersonal relationship, and based on cooperation and mutual understanding. That I've stated before, everybody have combination of those three needs. So don't worry if you have the three of these needs or maybe one dominant needs, but we have all of needs with different level. Okay, this is will reflect how you will motivate for to do something. Yeah, is that about achievement? Is that about power, or it's about the affiliation? Next, we have to explore more about the word name goals. Okay, goal setting. This is the main topic for our discussion. Goal setting. This is the motivation that explain what causes some people to perform better on work-related tasks than others. Goal will motivate you to do something. Just remind that goal is motivation, because it bring the motivation factor for us to catch up something or to accomplish something. And goals and different concept. The goals is what an individual trying to accomplish. It is the object or aim of an action. Goals tell us what needs to be done and how much effort will need to be expended. That's goals. So, do you have a goal for your study, for your career, for your work? Let's see. Okay. In the next slide, we will talk about the characteristic of goals. Why this point is so important for us. First, goals is direct our attention. Goals indicate where individuals should put their efforts when they are choosing among many things to do. For instance, when you're recognizing that you have very important assignment and the due is in a few days, with the goal, goal setting may encourage you to say no when your friends invite you to play online games such Blockcraft or such an interesting other games online or binge watching on Netflix. You will have the priority. You know what you will to do next and choose what you have to do for accomplish your task. And it direct your attention. And number two is regulating effort. Goals will suggest how much effort for an individual should put into a given task. For instance, if earning a high mark in one subject is important for you, then earning a high mark in another subject, maybe you have so many subjects here, you will likely to put more effort into studying on that subject, of course, or in your daily life. Maybe when you think that your boyfriend is important for you than another man or than your friend, so you will take much effort to make him happy, right? Am I right? Or so when your boyfriend or girlfriend make you upset so many times, makes you crying so many times, maybe you are not his goal for life. Maybe, uh, yeah, maybe it's right. That's the point of how we regulate the effort by having a goals. Having the effort, it will determine how much the effort that we will put on the special task on different tasks. And the third is increasing the persistence. Persistence is relevant to effort that we spend on a task over time. We call it also grit or perseverance. When we keep goals in our mind, when people keep goals in their mind, they will work hard on them, of course. Uh, Even when she or he face the obstacles. Uh, for instance, when I look my past experience, when I struggle for my master degree, uh, before there's no one can be finished on their study on time for 2 years because for the master degree standard time is for 2 years. But nobody catch the time. But I insist to keep in mind that I have to be psychologist soon, according to my time allocation or my time range. The main reason is actually there's no money left in my pocket. There's money left in my bank account to pay my tuition fee. That's the honest and the main reason. And I think I have to run. I have to build my grit, and I run my thesis. Even it's
Bu Rezki, I
in
think, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so hard, but yeah, I have to do it. No choice for me. I drove to another city to gathering data for my thesis. It's a round trip. And once a week, I leave my baby with my home assistant because I have to go to another city. And yeah, finally, I catch up the last day for my defense. And it's quite hard. My thesis defense held at 7 p.m. I think on that day, and I think I feel so blessed because my lecturer, my promoter, give the opportunity for me to help the defense until the late at night. Yeah, and I finally did it. Yeah, that's the power of grit. That's the power of goal, and I think it give me more effort and motivate me to catch my goals. Yeah, maybe you have an personal story for yourself. Skip it, and I think it will motivate you if you feel down or feel stressful about your life, about your goals, about so many things I have to do. Believe it, you can do it. And the last is goals will encouraging the development of strategies and action plans. Once goals are set, people can develop the plans to achieving their goals, strategies and action plans. Strategies and action plan are the very important points. This is things that you have to set. Goals without action, plan, I think it's nonsense, and it will broke anytime. Or just a daydreaming. Yeah. So after you have a goal, you have to set the action plan to realize your goals. Without action plan, you won't do anything because I think there are so many things. There are so many interesting and seducing then catch up your goals, right? Because it's not easy. It's not simple matters to catch up your goals, whatever your goals. Okay, and it will end up with the good task performance, whatever the task of the kind of the task, maybe the result of your career, maybe the result of your GPA or your work or anything for your life. Okay, this is the function and how goals work in yourself. Next, yeah, and I think it's very familiar with these five things about how to make goals, how to set up goals. One is specific, SMART. We can call it SMART: specific, measurable, attainable, result-oriented, and time-bound. Number one is specific. It's about individuals know exactly what is to be achieved. I think you have to be set the specific one than the general one. For instance, if you want to be slim, or just like me, after I delivered my second child, I said to myself, I will lose 10 kilos in 2 months by running on a treadmill for half an hour in a 6 days a week. I think that's a good goal setting, right? Because it's specific and it's measurable. We can find the quantification by 5 kilos in 2 months. Is that attainable? We don't know. It's dependent on your habit, of course, or depend on how much effort you can put on your goals. And attainable. The goals, even it's difficult, are reasonable and achievable. Never, I think that it's not suggest that you make the easy goals. Make the attainable goals, not the hard, but the attainable goals from your perspective, of course. You have to consider several things about your time, about your resource, about your environment, your parents, and etc. That so you can think that your goals is attainable. Number 4 is result oriented. Yeah, the goals should support the vision of yourself. Where I have to be on this 10 years ahead, 20 years ahead, what career there will work, something like that about career, about work. Maybe it's the closest thing that you have to face for after you finish your study in higher education. Yeah. And the last is time bound. The goals are to be achieved within a stated of time. 2 months, 3 months, 1 year. Don't take too long for the time because uh, uh, it will hard for you to catch it unless you will break it into the specific time or the make a shorter in some period of time can be do. Okay. I think that all of you have one, two, or some goals for your education, for your study, for your career or work. And let us discuss it or let us share it here. I want to hear from you. And we can assess is that specific, is that miserable, is that achievable, realistic, or time bound? Okay, anyone?
We go risky.
Yeah.
The time is 2 minutes left.
Oh, okay. Okay. I will be run faster. Yeah, you can put on chat, by the way, because the time is so limited. We can continue to another slide. Okay. Okay. This is the 7 skills for you to develop your goals. One is identify the key tasks you want to accomplish. It will begin by defining what is that you want to accomplish. For instance, I want to finish my study soon, as soon as possible, 2 more years, or next month, or etc. Second, establish specific and challenging goals for each key task. It reflects identify the level of performance you want to accomplish on each task. Specify the targets towards which you are working. For example, I want to get A on my thesis. I want to work in the A company or other company. And number 2 is specify the deadlines for each goal. And maybe we have so many goals. When we have more than one goal, it's important for you to rank the goals in order of importance. So you can put your effort for the most priority goal than another goal. Yeah, we know that we are complex humans, so we have so many needs. We have so many goals in each domain of our life. Number 4, rate goals for difficulty and importance. As I stated before, listen that goal setting not encourage you to choose the easy goal, but think about the attainable goal with consider for many things, of course. Don't ever choose easy goal because it not goal. Yeah, okay. You not have to put more effort on that point. Number 6, built-in feedback and mechanism to assess goal progress. You have to check your progress to make sure that you have control on your own effort. And last is link rewards to goal attainment. Get rewards for yourself when you success to reach at one step, a second step, and for your highest goal. Your body, yourself is valuable, so you have to make rewards for yourself. Okay, and the last is to be growth. Growth is not an easy thing, of course, and goal is not a single factor to make someone can grow in their life. And this is the framework of how you can be a successful person. The first is finding your passion first. Passion or characteristic of yourself, which motivates are you. Maybe you can use our little assessment before. Which one are you? Which one is motivates you? Is that achievement? Is that power? Is that affiliation? And find your passion there. What do you want to work? What's your field so attached? What's your most like, and what's your favorite things for your career, for your work? You have to find it. And passion can be generated. We can condition ourselves for passion. As long as there's a love, there's attachment and happiness, of course. We have to have an happiness to do something. When you're not happy to do something, I think that's absolutely not your passion. The second is tenacity. It's about perseverance. It's a trait that involves sustaining goal, direct action, and energy, even when faced and obstacle are with you. And don't stop to learn. We can learn this tenacity, we can learn this perseverance, growth, and growth from the movie before about Joy Mangano. Yeah, she's yes, very successful woman from just infant, a mop, just mop and hanger, and she can inspire so many people, so many women in this world. The third is communicate your vision. Vision is a distant general goal, and it's motivation of us, long-term goal, our future self and our future career. And it the different from the it is the differences between the vision and the goal. Goal may be a short time, but the vision is a general goal and distant and long term. You can ask to yourself about it. And the last is efficacy. Yeah, this is the last.
Okay.
Yeah, this is efficacy. This is a concept refers to an individual believes that he or she capable to performing something, performing on specific tasks. It needs the self-confidence, a skill, and this is a form of belief that we can do this. This is efficacy. We can do this with confidence. Yeah, this is, I think that's all. I hope it can, you will get your growth for your career, for your work, and for your next future. Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you very much, Ibu Rezki. So it is a very insightful sharing. We will continue the discussion in the open discussion session, but after the next speaker presentation.
Okay.
And yeah, before we enter to the next speaker, let's have a Kahoot Games. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, there will be a prize for the winner of Kahoot Games. So please open the web kahoot.it. We are going to play the Kahoot game first. Everyone, please open web kahoot.it and enter the pin 5252817. Everyone, there is prize, no prize, 100,000 rupiah for the winner. Alright, we have one player here. Two, okay. Rezki Fatima, Al. Come on, everyone. Okay. Ezra, May, Ken, and Daisy have entered the room. Ania, okay, welcome. Alisa, Salma, okay. We have 61 participants here. So come on, everyone. Participants, 15, 16. Okay, 23 participants. Okay, we will wait until 25. One participant, one last participant. Okay, all right, it's okay. 26 participants. Okay, we are going to start the game. As the time is very limited. Okay. I guess we can start the game. Oh. Okay. Alright, we are going to start the game. The first question, everyone, you ready? Which one is not included into human life domain? We have already discussed before. Okay. Self, trust, family, and work. Which one is not? Alright, yeah, the answer is trust. Trust is not included into human domain. Okay, Aziza is the leader now. Second question. An individual believes that he or she is capable of performing a task refers to or self-efficacy. Alright, the answer is self-efficacy. Okay, D. Okay, move up. Alright, the third question. There are 7 skills to set up your goals, except Alright. The answer is postpone your goals. Okay. Okay. D is still on fire. Okay. Still the leader of the game. So number 4, what is goal setting? Okay, find something you want to accomplish and figuring out a plan to reach it. It is Definition of goal. Okay. Still D. Yeah. Okay, the last question. How does making goals help? Right, it keeps you on track and helps you by needs and wants. Okay. Let's see who are the winner. Okay, the third winner is Ezra. Congratulations, Ezra. You are in a third winner. Alicia, the second, and the first winner. D. Okay, congratulations. You are the Kahoot Games winner. And you will get 100,000 rupiah in form of link aja, OVO, or GoPay. So D, don't forget to send your number. Okay, to the second speaker presentation. We would like to invite our international students for today. She is Ando Fanaja Rastara from Madagascar. She is a Telkom University student majoring International Business Administration. So please welcome Fanaja. Hello, how are you?
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, Fanaja, are you ready to share with us?
Yes, let me share my screen first.
Okay.
A minute. All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, it is clear.
All right. So I'd like to thank again International Office for making this after class talk, which is really interesting. I think each of us really need to remind again the goal setting, growth mindset for students also. I think it's really interesting. And it's a really big pleasure for me to be here in this meeting right now. And yeah, as Mrs. Susantinov already said, my name is Fanaja and I'm from Madagascar. I'm majoring in business administration, and yeah, I think that's enough. Let's get started. As I said, I really find this topic really interesting. And I hope like after this, everyone can get motivated and, like bringing some positivity for every student indeed, not only for the certificate and the door prize, but like to really like having some impact on our life generally. So here, I kind of like separated into two. Basically, our psychologist, Mrs. Rezki already explained in detail and well planned, like what is really goal setting and growth of mindset. But it is just like my perspective, and I am just a student as well. So maybe just, yeah, it's not really far from what she said, but like the real plan you already see earlier, but here is mostly about sharing, I guess. So how to set our goal? So first of all, how do I see goal? Goal is that fantastic things that every day we wake up or we want to go to bed, we always think of it like we want to achieve something. It's something good, basically. So I think it's kind of like the life purpose, like what do we want to do in our life? So here I come with the design. She talked about trees earlier, but like here I make this. I divided into 4. This is what I think when it's coming to setting goals. Actually, where it starts, how to keep it up, how to overcome challenges, and how basically achieving the goals. So the answer that I can find on that, all those 4 questions, is basically this, like, it's in your mind and your thought. Like we should have to control our thought first. We have to think positively, and also in our mind, it's a gift. So yeah, I put it here, like write it down on paper. Later I will explain it a bit later, but let's get in here. So first of all, I said dream big. I think it's a pretty privilege, and each of us can do this. There is so many struggles, whatever your situation is, whatever your family is from, whatever the negativity, those so many things that we always keep in mind. Everyone have the privilege to dream big, and it's the most important things. Like, the world is yours, so you gotta do something, dream big. Like, it's really just amazing that it's a gift. Basically it's a gift. So it really depends on everyone. That's the difference that make one individuals into another individuals, I think. And second of all, you have to nourish your thought with positive things. You have to be surrounded with people who, for example, inspire you. You're basically what you read, what you eat, what you do, what you like, everything. So you have to be surrounded by positive things. And I think, like, it's really, we are lucky in this generation because we have internet. So we already know what do we want to do. So we can surround in, for example, from internet, from social media, from everything, to be around those people or around those, those big dreams that is really positive, and the more we always think constantly about it, the more it will make sense to us, and we will move to actions to do something. And third of all, we have to be mentally strong. Sometimes you have a really big dream, but you're really easy to give up. For example, you cannot overcome challenges, so it's equal to zero. So you have to always be mentally prepared and mentally strong. And that's again the difference. Apart from dreaming big, you need to be mentally strong. You cannot achieve anything if you don't have that mental. I think there's a lot of stories. For example, I don't know, President Joko Widodo, like, we know how he was before and how he come to reach to be like a president of Indonesia. There is so many other stories that can really inspire us. So it's basically based on the mental, in my opinion. And about the dreaming big, I forgot to say that you have to know, what do you really like? What do you want to do in your life? Not because of your friends. Your friends is doing something good, that you force yourself, like you want to do the same things, but it's not really what you want to do. It's just an envy to you to be like your friends. But friends can inspire you, but it's not the main point. You really have to find yourself first. What do you want? But yeah, because if you just force it with something that you just envy with, it's just like a, passing, like pastime, like, oh, he's doing this, I think it's cool. Then you just like wasting your time. You're spending your life to do something that is not about you, which is not your dream actually, and you'll get lost and get like more anxiety every day, because it's way more difficult when you do something that you really like and you do something that you just copy from the others. Okay, so the next one here, I put like action and decision, motivation, and self-discipline. So as I said, the power of our mind and our thought is important. It will lead us automatically, I believe, because I think, not I've experienced like big things, but I think it works that way. Like, the more we think about something that we want to do, we know what we want, then we surround with those positive things, automatically we'll move to actions and we enjoy what we're doing. So it's way more easier to, to go that way, to get up to work every day doing what we want. It's perfect. And about motivation and self-discipline, sometimes, yeah, we need motivation every day, and most of the time we got it because we know what we want. So we gotta wake up and doing all the things that we want. But some days, I know, like me, I felt that, maybe some of us have felt that also about motivation. Like sometimes we just feel lost. We feel down. We don't really know what's going on. Like we don't really, like, it's not really clear our purpose, even though we really wanted to achieve something. So I think it's sometimes kind of mood. It will be back again. I believe that because I've been there. But the most important is the self-discipline. Like we need to set up, like, for example, just from starting to make our bed every day, we need self-discipline to to manage our life every day, so we will not get lost. Even though sometimes we're done, we keep moving, we're not wasting time. And yeah, and here I wrote passion first and time is now. Yeah, I think, yeah, everything is about passion. When we get what we want, it's automatically become our passion. We're passionate to do it. So it's more easy. But the thing is, like, the action also is now. We don't have to always project in 10 years from now, or something like that. It's not good. Better we just get up and do it now. Even like little by little. It's really time to do that in this for our students, for we students, I mean. The next one is, yeah, here I'm going to talk a bit about the growth mindset for students, like I separated the say. So what I really think is, first of all, we as students have to be responsible. Don't wait for the others to motivate you, to do something for you, or sometimes we still kind of have that feeling like we always depending on someone. It's your life. You gotta do something for your life. Nobody will do anything for your life. It's yours. So go get something. And about the growth of mindset, I know doing well in class is important. That's why we all are here struggling, doing assignments and all of that. But like, I think that is not enough at all. We have to cultivate ourselves for the things that we really want to. For example, we need to learn new things, we need to earn new skills, we need to increase the effort. And the most important, be responsible and be independent. Like, most of the things are teaching class, for example, but you need more. If you want to do something big, you need more. It's not enough at all. So, okay, so we need to desire to learn, embrace challenges, and stay inspired always. And if we have those positivity, as I said earlier, we surrounding with people that we like, that is as almost the same goal as us, and it's really easy. And the most important thing is, like, you enjoy your journey every day. You need to sorry, you need to enjoy it. You don't have to wait until the point that you're going to be 40 years old, that you're really stable, having the great job that you want, then you start to be happy. You have to live it now, from now. And that is one gift. Not everyone can do that also, but like, if you're able to do that, that's the perfect one. You have to enjoy from now, enjoy the process of it. That's life. I know not all the time you can enjoy it. There is like up and down, but like, you should not wait for big things to make you happy. You have to enjoy it. That's the process of it. And yeah, if you do something that you like, I repeat again, it's easy. It's that's the life. So better we need to refocus, like, what do we really want in life, and trying to embrace it every day. And here is some quotes, like some favorite quotes that I really like. The one is like, you're the master of your destiny. It's your life, as I said. You can do anything, it's yours. So you gotta make something. Life is a gift also, so don't intend to waste on it on doing something, not useful. I know you have to chill, you have to enjoy something else also, but the most important, we have to do something great, to achieve something great, leaving some good footprint for later, it's something good. And yeah, if you can think it, you can do it. So it's always passed on the mind, like the thoughts that I'm repeating again. Everything is possible. Whatever, how big your dream is, it's possible. You just gotta put work and effort on it. It will be done, and yeah, it'll be fantastic. Like, that is the point of our life anyway. So yeah, and the last but not the least is actually this quote. It's like first quote actually. It is like, commit your actions to the Lord and your plans will succeed. I really love that. Apart from pushing ourselves every day and doing all what I said before, if you're a believer like me, whatever we're in believing, each of us have it. we need to commit it. It's more easier to have, our God beside us also to it's more easier. It's a blessing to be able to share what do you want, and help, like having like magical help. It's really important, I think. And yeah, so about sharing a bit about my goals. I would not say like what my real goals is, but I think I've stepped on it. It's like what I've always wanted to become is, first of all, being independent. I wanted to stay on my own feet as a woman. I want to be like those kind of strong women, But and it was, I think, I was inspired by my parents, by my mom, I guess. Uh, and it's just cool that you can able to choose another path from the others, and that is it can build your mentality. I mean, like when you, for example, far away from your parents, not choosing the ordinary, going to the university in your town, but like you choose another path, another life in another side of the world. It's cool, and it's really building your mental to be strong, and you can achieve more better things. Yeah, I think it's a good thing, and we have to dare. That's why we have to be independent, be responsible, and dare to do something, so we can achieve more and more and more. Yeah. The last one is some of these questions our psychologs, Mrs. Rezki already answered some of them, but I will just repeat again to ask, because like when I talk to my friends, I just find out those kind of questions. And also, yeah, for my friends who are like suffering from anxiety and always like being insecure, like so much negativity sometimes. I just want to say that you're doing great. Like, for example, some of my classmates are really, really like being responsible for their future life. And sometimes they're struggling as well, like as me, as everyone. And I'd like to say that you don't have to feel always pressured and all of that things. um, you are right there where you need to be right now. You don't have to always feel burdened or something like that. You're right there, you're on the right path. Sometimes maybe you're lost, but you're lost in the right way. So don't worry much, and I know you're doing really really good. Sometimes we don't hear that very often from the others, but I just want to say that I hope it will help a bit. Yeah. And here are the questions that I wanted to ask for our psychologist. If the goal is too vague, how do you make it more specific? And you already explained earlier about like the specificity of the goal. So I think it's quite enough. And here there is always positivity. I talked much about positivity, but there is also what we call toxic positivity. So can you elaborate a bit about that? Like, what is that exactly? And how do we, we have to be smart, but like, how do we balance it? Like, is that like really positivity or toxic positivity? The third one is how to fix it. If like some student is not sure about their goals and what are they doing right now. For example, if some of my friends usually say like they are in the wrong major, like wrong fields. So how do you fix it? Like, should they quit and doing another things, or like learning new things? Like, how is that? Like, it's quite confusing. Like sometimes we don't know what decision is the right one. So I think it's related for the last questions actually, but yeah, basically that's it. If like Mrs. Rusky can answer for that. And my little presentation comes to end. I think quite clear. If ever there is questions, maybe if I can answer. If not, our Mrs. Rusky is here to answer. And thank you so much for listening.
All right. Thank you very much, Rastara.
I'll stop sharing now.
Okay. Okay. So Everyone, that is a very interesting sharing from our speakers today. And now we will have an open discussion. So everyone, you may ask the question directly to the speakers using thumbs up or drop the questions on the chat box. I also remind you that we have door prize for the best questions. So please prepare the questions now and drop them on the chat box or click the thumbs up icon to ask directly to the speakers. All right, let me see the chat box. Here we have two questions already in the chat box. The first question from Inacio. So it is, I believe that this question is for Buriski. How do you motivate yourself to take action in order to achieve your goals? Okay. Buriski.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ibu Novi. Okay. Hi, Inacio. How to motivate myself? And if relate to my experience, just think about the factors that motivate you, internal or external, about your family and or about your future. And I relate it with the people around me. So I think that's important. Which the factor the most that motivate you, which the factor most motivate you. You have to know about it, know about yourself. I think that's the important point first. Then you can run again, and you can stand up again and to get your goal. Yeah, I think that's my answer. Can I continue to another question, Bu Novi?
Okay,
From
or before Rastara,
let's
maybe
see.
you want to add
Oh yeah,
answer?
yeah.
To add something for Inasia's question? Or if not, maybe we can continue.
Yeah, it's quite perfect what Mrs. Reski said. How do you keep motivating yourself? Yeah, but like I rely again on what I said. Sometimes because maybe he's asking that because maybe he's now down or something like that. But yeah, basically you have to think of the great things that you want to achieve, and I think it must be something beautiful. So you have to think about it constantly. So you get like motivated, want to do something. That's what I think about it.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And next question from Daisy. Okay. So what should someone do if they don't meet their goals in their desired time frame? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Daisy. I think don't worry. Don't worry too much about it because I believe there's always God hands in our life, of course. We can plan our future, but there's so many things that we can control. And it's okay if you don't catch your goals in your time frame. I still want quote from Indonesian successful comedian Ernest Prakasa. In one of a workshop, he said that he won't be die if you cannot catch your passion or your goal. You won't be die if you not have a passion. The most important thing is you can stand up, build your grit, build your perseverance, and set to another goal. In our life, we have just two choice: do what you love or love what you do. That's it. Thank you. Hope
Okay.
it answered your question.
Okay. Thank you, Bereski. Fanaja, do you want to add something?
I think that was perfect.
Okay. All right. Next question from Ray. Yeah, Ray is an international student from Tunisia. So what stops or reduce our motivation maybe, yeah? Okay.
Maybe Fanaja first?
Yeah, Fanaja, could you please answer?
And I can add.
What stops or reduce our motivation, let's say?
Like personally, I never really feel that way. Yeah, sometimes I feel down, but like not stops. But I think maybe there was so many decisions and path that he has to choose. Then he was like choosing another one instead of the one that is more about his dream or something. Then he's feeling lost, and maybe that's the reason. But anyway, that's why I wanted to ask, like, if in that case that, for example, the simple example is like, if you were choosing a wrong major, then what do you should do? Do you have to restart over again, or you just have to continue and then restart after you achieved something? Like after you get graduate, then you restart again another things, or yeah, that's why I wanted to ask with Mrs. Rezki as well.
All right. So how about Ibu Rezki?
Yeah. If Ray asks about what stops or reduce my motivation, ask to yourself first. What kind of factor that will make you up, or what's the factor that will make you down? This is the important of knowing ourselves better. So we can understand what's the situation, what's the condition that when we have a good spirit, good engagement to our task or our goals. Yeah? So the first thing is know yourself first and ask to yourself which one of the needs that you have most. Maybe you can learn from our previous assessment. Is that achievement, is that affiliation, or is that power? So it can empower you to do something. Thank you. We're still mute, Bunofi.
Sorry. And from Sanda Miangali. Okay. So she said that my goal is both kind of my passion and my obligation now. It freaks me out to think about it though. I'm afraid the outcome would be irrelevant. The question is, how did you manage it when you were on preparation of your thesis?
Yeah. Fanaja?
First?
I just want to say to Sandam Yangal, you're really doing great right now. I can see you have so many passion because I know her actually. And, you're really doing amazing. You don't have to freak out. Maybe later Mrs. Rescue will give some tips, but as what I see, everything's going to be okay. You're like really doing good. Maybe you cannot see it because it's you, but I can see from the outside that you know you have passions. You're smart and you can manage it. I'm sure. But let's hear the tips.
That's your friend, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Anda, I think everybody will feel it too. If you feel freak out with all the things or stressed, feel so stressed with all of things you have to face today, just give your body time to rest. And the tips is make your goals is attainable, but think about your resource, and you can break your goal into the a little time frame or a short time frame, and you can put your specific goals on that time frame. So if you again feel depressed or stressed with all of the things, you can leave it for some time and sip of coffee or walk through the or anything. Do something that you love and I think it will make you better.
All right, thank you very much, Bu Rezki. So is there any question, everyone? Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, Fanaja have questions in a slide before. Yeah, the questions, she wants to ask the question to Ibu Rezki. So maybe since there are 4 questions, but we only have limited time.
Reduce it to 2 because the first one she already talked about the specificity of the goals.
So Fanaja, could you please choose one question only?
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
to Bu Rezki because we have limited time.
Okay, I'm more curious about the toxic positivity. Like, yeah, how do you balance it? Sometimes we we try to see things, everything's like positive. So sometimes it comes to become like toxic. So how is it exactly?
Toxic positivity. Okay. I think it's a familiar phrase for now, but toxic positivity is related actually to our mindset. Okay, we need to think always positive, but we also have to consider it and realize to our effort and our what we have to do for our life. So we can balance it our mindset, the positive and the outcomes for I think for that point. So be balanced for about the outcomes, the real life, and the positive thing about the problem or the something that you face. Just balance it.
Okay, so I guess that's enough, Fanaja. Yeah. All right, since the time is up, maybe we will announce the best question from the participants. Okay, we already choose the best question, and the winner goes to Daisy May Misa John. Okay, so congratulations, Daisy. You are the winner for the best question session. You will get 100,000 rupees in form of Link Aja, Oppo, or GoPay. So don't forget to send us your number. All right, so everyone, thank you very much for sharing in the discussion session. And oh yeah, we still have one door prize. Last door prize for today is the one who share your opinion during the speaker presentation. But because there was only one student who shared the opinion in Burizki presentation, so the prize goes to Tima. So congratulations, Tima. Yeah, you shared about your affiliation needs, I guess. Okay, Tima, congratulations. You will get 100,000 rupees in form of Link Aja, Oppo, or GoPay. So don't forget, Tima, send us your number.
All right, man. Thank you.
Okay, so we have already got insightful topic from our speakers, Ibu Rezki and Fanaja. Sorry. Thank you very much, speakers, to share interesting topic to us. And thank you very much for joining us today, everyone. But before, we would like to remind all of you to fill out the feedback to get an e-certificate from us. You may find the link for the feedback in the chat box. So our committee will share the link of feedback in the chat box. Okay. And then We still have more upcoming episodes for the After Class Talk 2021. So don't forget to follow our Instagram account at IO Telkom Unif to find out more information about the After Class Talk. And also don't forget to register to the next episode of After Class Talk. All right. So before we end the session, let's have a virtual photo together. So kindly turn on your camera, everyone. Okay, we are going to have a photo together. Okay, Olin, Muhammad Ifa, could you please turn on your camera? Nimade, Iqbal, Novinda, Rahmi, Istiqomah, Naufal, Nurfadila, so Aurelia, Aziza, Emanuela, so please turn on your camera. Tiara, Yovito, Niken, Salma, Tima, please turn on your camera. We are going to have a photo session. Okay, Salma, Niken. Okay, so Bang Sena, are you ready to take the picture of us? Okay, put your best smile, everyone. We are going to take a picture. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, once more. Okay, once more. Freestyle, let's say maybe. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, thank you everyone for joining us today.
Thank you, Bu Novi.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Bu Rezki. And yeah, don't forget to fill out the feedback. So the link will be shared in the chat box or in a group, WhatsApp group, yeah. Okay, so all right, by this, the After Class Talk for January series is over. Thank you very much for your attention. I bid you a goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Bu.
Rezki, terima kasih banyak.
Fanaja, thank you for joining us.
Atur nuhun.
Atur nuhun, Ray.
Atur nuhun, Tino. How are you, Ray?
Ray.
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Yeah, great. We're in Tunisia right now, right?
Yes, sure, absolutely. It's freaking cold over here.
How was that?
It's freaking cold. Yeah, seriously.
Thank you,
I miss you
everyone.
guys a lot, and I hope one day I will be back there to Indonesia.
One day.
Yes, can't wait. Can't wait.
I hope.
Masih bisa bahasa Indonesia enggak?
Bahasa Sunda lah. Ayo, Ray, bisa bahasa Sunda enggak?
Bahasa Sunda, Ray.
Only active for 2 hours, so it is prohibited to spread the link without any permission.